30 years ago, Delta State was born. Given the prevailing political atmosphere at the time, its birth was understandably greeted with cautious optimism. Indeed, not a few were skeptical about the future of the new state, given its ethnic plurality and the initial feelings of disappointment among those who first shortchanged in the process. But after 30 years of existence, it is gratifying to note that the skepticism has given way to belief. Despair has been replaced by confidence, and suspicion has succumbed to understanding and acceptance. I dare say that Deltans have come to live as one big, happy family, and the state has continued to forge ahead in all indices of human, fiscal, and economic development. 9 out of the 12 model secondary schools that were started by Governor Duan have so far been completed and commissioned by this administration, a testament to the unity of purpose and coherence that exists within the PDP administration in the state. I've attempted in the foregoing paragraphs to chronicle the history of our state since inception. I've only highlighted some key milestones, as it is practically impossible to chronicle all that we have achieved as a people in a speech. It will require a book, a very voluminous book, for that matter, to achieve that.
The state's multi-ethnicity and cultural diversity mainly, coupled with her cosmopolitan nature, have proven to be both blessings and challenges. However, as a people, we have been able to navigate our differences and harness our strength for the common good. This partly accounts for the relative peace we presently enjoy as a state, and by extension, the state's current status as an investment destination. Looking back at our beginning, we have chosen to annually memorize the founding years of the state and offer thanks to Almighty God on how far He has brought us as a people.
Delta is very unique, has always been unique, and has represented significantly in the Committee of States. We have several ethnic groups and colorations. Today, from then Midwest, we were famous for our oil and natural resources. Today, we're the highest producers of crude oil in the country. We have the highest gas reserve. 40% of gas reserve in Nigeria is in Delta State. So we have never lost that record, that history, and that pedigree. So we have remained who we are. Have we always had this numerous ethnic diversity among us? Answer is yes. But it has always remained our strength. Why is it our strength? It's our strength because there's huge acculturation. Our economy has never waned. On the average, since Midwest region, all our regions have always produced way above national averages in terms of positive indicators. And then it has continued up to this date where we are. So we have not failed in that sphere. In sports, when Obomudia had his the stadium, Samuel Obomudia Stadium in Edo State, Bender was out there as the #1 state in sports. When we created Delta, when Delta was created, we have consistently won the last 4 national sports festivals. So it's not by accident that we also created a very befitting stadium and several other mini stadiums to support and promote sports in those areas. So our culture is rich, our challenges are rich.
I have confidence that Delta State is one of the states that have the lowest debt service ratio. As we speak today, the debt service ratio of Delta State is about 9%. The maximum naturally is 40%. I think we're about 3-4 states or so that are below that template of 40% debt service ratio. The credit rating of Delta State as we speak today is extremely very high. Delta State was created when it was created, and as we speak today, has manifested into several development strides that are taking place in Delta State. And so we're so happy. You ask me whether Delta is viable as a state, I will tell you yes, it is extremely viable as a state. And a lot is being done by this administration because the intention is to leave behind a very lasting legacy projects for successive governments that will be coming on board. I can't tell you about the State Secretariat, which is a magnificent in its own self. I can't tell you about Stephen Keshi Stadium that was completed, the airport that was just concessioned. Delta State is one state that has more than 20 commercial cities, more than 20, and have a very good, viable population. And believe you me, the climatic region and in fact even the topography of the environment harbors attracts so many things that can be done. A lot is being done to keep, like I said before, legacy projects. We are looking into already that's even running already. We have our Bo Ogwashuku Cultural Park that is already running.
Data, not the carry last. So we not the carry last. Data is number one. Because if you look at the structural, the infrastructural development on roads, there are so many roads that have been developed by this government. So many roads. Look at the schools. Look at the hospitals. Look at even the human being, the youth that are being empowered, trained to be entrepreneurs. More than 5,000 youths have been trained to become entrepreneurs in Delta State. You may not see the result now, but with time, as they keep on developing their businesses, in the next 5-10 years, there will be an explosion of entrepreneurs and businesses in Delta State. So the foundation of entrepreneurship development is being laid now with all the youths that are being empowered to be on their own, do their own business and become employers of labor.
I want to thank God that 30 years on, Delta State has been strengthened socially, the social development, in terms of everything. Delta State has done well because the state is blessed with strong stakeholders that understand development, especially in the last 6 years, where we have the driver of the process who understands issues of development strictly and has followed it strictly, following best practices to make sure that capacities of persons are built, to make sure that, because we all know that government is continuing, all other projects that was started before his tenure, his administration, he has strengthened all those things, making sure that every project is up to date, and making sure also that the human capital development is also strengthened.